This is a tale of 3 children bold on one Halloween night, stormy and cold. Too much candy from their neighbors they did take. It is known that their greed set their fate. All the village's treats they did amass, except one last house whose gates no one would pass. To this spooky old mansion the craving children went. To the last of the town's candy they were fast on its scent. Along a path of shattered slate they cautiously walked, greeted by cawing ravens and a black cat that stalked. Clang, 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 the cauldron-shaped door knocker rang. Creak, 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 the giant oak doors slowly swang. Standing before them was the cutest child, almost their age. With a wink and a wave, he invited them into his magnificent Victorian cage. To his parlor they followed, where an enormous mound of sweet treats they did greet.
Where did you get all this candy?
The children dared to ask.
I took it from the good townspeople. 'Twas quite a task. Here, why don't you have some?
He offered, presenting a tattered old sack. Several pieces they took, smelled, and tasted, but moments later they began to gag and hack. The children cried,
It tastes like shoe leather and slugs mixed into a stale dough.
I'm not surprised,
the boys said,
as I stole it nearly a century ago or so.
The children's mouths agape, they did fear. What is this boy thing standing far, far too near? And for the first time he did smile, exposing teeth yellow, pointed, and vile.
Ew. And with those bites, you now share my plight, to live in this mansion for eternal night.
The thick doors groaned loudly and slowly began to shut. The children raced for their freedom, faster than any hunter's hungry mutt. What of their fate? Did they escape? No one knows, but have no fear. At least the town's candy is safe, and shall never again disappear.
Tonight is Halloween, and we're prepared to make you scream. Our faces carved and candles charged, our wicked power looms quite large. A cold strikes midnight, the witches arise for their annual flight. They'll take to the skies toward the moon's haunting glow, flying high, waving bye to their subjects below. As they sail through the air without caution or care, you'd be wise not to spy, or you might get a scare. Tonight is Halloween, when ghosts and goblins enjoy being seen. They seek your treats, your tasty sweets, the ones you've collected while roaming the streets. They'll sniff you out, search high and low. They have a sweet tooth, don't you know? And if they cannot find your loot, they just might eat you as a substitute. Time to hide, better run, close your eyes, hold thy tongue. You just might have a fright by the time this night's done. If they hear you are near, there'll be trouble, my dears. You will come face to face with the worst of your fears. It's no use to plead, though it would give them glee, as you suffer the horrors of their stealing spree. If they hear you are near, there'll be trouble, my dears. You will come face to face with the worst of your fears. Of your fears. Bum 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 bwadum bum 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 bwadum.
You know that old house at the end of the road? The one that nobody ever dares go. They all have good reason to shy and steer clear of that spooky abode and its dark atmosphere. For waiting inside are all manner of frights, especially on those cold, dark, and stormy nights. It lays in ruin, run down and overgrown,
But to goblins and ghosts, it's one haunted sweet home. Welcome to our haunted house. Step right in, don't loiter about. The ghosts are dying to give you a tour down every dank and dark corridor. The shadows whisper and the floorboards creak, and every cobweb's hung with care. We've done our best to keep it cold and bleak,
so you'll be primed for every scare.
Welcome to our haunted house. Round each bend something waits to pop out. 1,000 horrors are lurking within to frighten you right out of your skin. A phantom's hiding neath that old bedspread. A severed hand creeps across the floor. Our basement's loaded with the living dead.
And we've got specters by the score.
Welcome to our haunted house. Ghosts can't be real,
But now you're having your doubts.
Just spend the night here, we'll prove it to you by making all your nightmares come true.
It's bound to scare you
when you see a ghostly review.
We double dare you.
Don't be daunted, brave our haunted house. Bum bum bum
Happy Halloween, kids! What great costumes! Hey, kid. Yeah, you with the funny mask. Did your mom make that costume?
It's not bad, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Well, now that I see it in the light of the moon, it is quite impressive. But I don't think that kid's wearing a mask. With a face like that, who needs a mask? Your bag's looking kind of heavy there, kid. Want to share some of that candy? Why don't you just leave it with us?
Yeah, we'll take good care of it for you.
I have an idea. Maybe we can scare the kids into dropping their sacks of candy. On the count of 3, make your scariest face. 1, 2...
Boo!
Impressive. That didn't even scare Dippy, and he's scared of his own shadow. Shadow? Shadow? Where? Where? Oh, boy.
Oh, not again.
Quick, we have to distract him. Hey, Dippy, look over there at that rock. Ooh, a rock. Where? Where?
Well, that was a close one.
Hey, kid. Kid. What are you supposed to be? Ew, is that supposed to be its head or its tail?
Beats me. I thought it was some trash the neighbors had left out.
You there. Weren't you here earlier?
Move along.
Yeah, respect the Halloween rules.
One piece of candy each.
Oh my goblin! What is that monstrosity? I believe they call it a princess. So bright, so shiny.
Oh, the horror! The horror!
Oh, look! Here comes a really furry one. Wow, it's even walking on 4 legs.
But why is it dragging that human behind it on a leash?
I don't know, but he sure is slobbery. Hey, back off, creature. Put that tongue away. Ah! Oh, brother. Here comes a real winner. Is that a costume, or are you just wearing your baseball uniform?
Yeah, you really struck out there, kid. Ooh, check out the alien.
I think that's a zombie, Squashy.
Hey, I'm no zombie, Dippy.
That's not an alien or a zombie, or even a zombie Squashy. That's just Fred, the next door neighbor. Oh yeah, hey Fred.
How you doing there, Fred?
Aw, look at that one, so cute. Dippy, that is actually just a bush.
Yup, definitely a bush.
Aw. Oh wow, now that is the best costume of the night. Ooh, which one? The miniature bald human riding in that chariot. Incredible! And how about that scream? So wonderfully blood-curdling.
And loud. Oh, so very, very loud.
And stinky. So many great costumes. So much fun. I wish every night was Halloween.
Me too.
Me 3.
Happy Halloween, everyone! Happy, happy, happy Halloween!
Bum 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 ba. The smell of leaves is in the air and how the full moon shines. It's such a thrill to feel the chill run straight down through your spine. Our favorite night of all the year, we can't believe it's here. Oh, Halloween's the perfect scene to spread some fun and fear. It's the night when ghouls delight and ghosts come out to play. As darkness grows, our pumpkin's glow is there to light the way. Tonight the living and undead can sing in harmony. So organize a grand disguise and join our jamboree. You can masquerade as anything you wish or dream.
Like something really scary that will make your neighbors scream.
Dress up like a pirate or an angel all in white.
Or be a gruesome monster that will give them all a fright.
Boo! Trick or treat, it's time to greet the strangers at your door. Let's fill their sacks with sweets and snacks, there's always room for more. A piece or two of candy should appease their appetites. So don't hold back or they'll attack and prank your house all night.
Halloween's the night that's filled with wonder and surprise, and creatures in the shadows that are plotting your demise. Tonight we all can face the dark and prove we're unafraid, until a screaming corpse pops out all rotten and decayed. Carve the pumpkins, hang some bats, and decorate with bones. To get more frights, we'll dim the lights and let out eerie moans. Our fearsome fun has just begun, but midnight's drawing near. Oh, why can't Halloween be more than one night of the year? Why can't Halloween be more than one night of the year?
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books a cease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore." "'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door. Perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. Perched and sat, and nothing more. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven. Ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven,
"Nevermore."
"Be that word our sign of parting? Bird or fiend?" I shrieked, upstarting. "Get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door." Quoth the raven,
"Nevermore."
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted
Nevermore. Ages ago in lore of old, the rise of a champion did unfold. Ooh. A gourd that would ward in every way a very, very special day.
That's right.
It was a somber and sober last day of October, in a hollow patch where our hero did hatch. Hatch! He did not sprout from any magic bean, nor was he summoned by some fairy queen.
Nope.
It was the perfect storm of fate and date that makes his appearance so very great. Lightning struck the ancient ground with a loud, booming, thunderous sound. Boom!
Bang, boom.
And upon that scorched and smoldering spot, our shining patron was begot. But what? But this was no ordinary village bumpkin, for it had the body of a boy and the head of a pumpkin.
Aw, isn't that cute?
His back never bowed, and pace never slowed, as he strode down many a winding road. Traversing dark, deep holes and tall, steep knolls, he kept steadfast to his one true goal of spreading his love from pole to pole, of All Hallows' Eve wonders to every spirit and soul.
Nice.
To see his way through the dead of night, he placed in his head a candle so bright.
Ta-da!
And to stave off the weather's gloom, he fashioned and wore a splendid costume.
That's right.
Sharing his joy was the oath he had sworn, and all those he met received sweet candied corn.
Yummy.
Before one journey around the sun, a new tradition was formed of ghoulish good fun. And on the night we now call Halloween, these three practices must remain keen. Upon the sun's fading light, put out a jack-o'-lantern shining bright.
How about 3?
Embrace the spirit of the night, dress up and share a laugh, or even a fright.
Ooh.
And to all fellow revelers you happen to meet, be sure to share a delicious treat.
Very delicious.
Now before our story comes to an end, one more thing to know about our fine friend. In his heart there's no room for hate, and thus all holidays he loves to celebrate.
Aw, that's swell.
But as you, and you, and you might have guessed, the Lord of the Gourds loves Halloween best.
Yeah!
When the moon is full and the sky is clear, the pumpkins rise up just once a year. From hallowed ground we can be found.
The children like us big and round.
Oh, Halloween, we love it so. It's time for us to grow, grow, grow. Oh, Halloween, we love it so. It's time for us to grow, grow, grow. Ooh, ah. You give us eyes, a mouth, and a nose, but we can't move for a lack of toes. Atop our head we have a handle.
Lift it up and place the candle.
Off to your porch we now must go. It's time for us to glow, glow, glow. Off to your porch we now must go. It's time for us to glow, glow, glow. Ooh, ah. Our time is short, but we burn quite bright. We come alive in the dark of night. All Hallows' Eve's our chance to greet the costume kids who trick and treat. When the candy's gone, we pumpkins know it's time for us to go, go, go. When the candy's gone, we pumpkins know it's time for us to go, go, go.
"'Twas the night of Halloween, when all through the streets every creature was stirring in search of some sweets. The moon shone bright o'er the new fallen leaves, and shadows lurked about like mischievous thieves. When out on the lawn there arose eerie laughter, I sprang from my perch to see what it was after. And what to my hollowed-out eyes should appear but a group of small children with motives unclear. Tiny tots all dressed up as goblins and ghouls, carting sacks full of candy like sure-footed mules. They filled me with fear, this gruesome young gang, as they crept to my door, and in unison they sang,
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give us something good to eat. If you don't, we will delight in haunting your house this Halloween night.
I spoke not a word, but just quickly obeyed, tossing handfuls of candy to this beastly brigade. Content with their spoils, they closed up their sacks, then turned from my door and quickly made tracks. But I heard them exclaim as they scattered from sight, Happy Halloween to all, and to all a good fright.
Step right up, step right up. Don't be shy, boys and girls, goblins and ghouls. Only those brave enough to venture to the door will collect their reward. But beware the strange specters who haunt these ghoulish grounds. Horrors so shocking, sweets so savory. Come one, come all. Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to our humble haunted home.
Don't be so humble, Dippy. After all, this is the most scariest house on the block.
Did you say scariest? Oh no. Absolutely. Have you seen the humans that live here? Ugh.
Well, their candy ain't so scary.
No, not bad at all. Yummy. Hey, kid, won't you take a piece of candy, please?
If you dare.
Speaking of candy, that reminds me. We need to explain the rules.
Oh, I hate rules.
Okay. First rule, only one piece of candy each.
You there with the bag the size of a full-grown troll. I'm talking to you.
There might be something other than candy in that sack. Oh. Second rule, you need to be wearing a costume to get a piece of candy.
You tell him, Dippy. Oh, look, check out that kid over there. Now that's a frightening-looking costume.
Squashy? That's an adult, and I don't think they're wearing a costume.
Oh, well, it's hideous, whatever they're wearing.
And last but not least, the final rule. Don't blow out your jack-o'-lantern until Halloween is officially over. Why? What will happen? Oh, you don't want to find out. It's something really, really scary.
You mean something scary like this?
Surely it couldn't be scarier.
Than this.
Hey, you want to see something really scary? Check out that spooky-looking ghost hovering over there. Where? Where's the scary ghost?
It just blew that kid's hat off. What a windbag. Hey, you broke one of the rules. Oh yeah? Well, two can play at that game.
Ha! Too easy. Too easy. Yes, I win. I bested them both.
That'll learn him.
Now, back to business. Hey. Oh. Ah. That ghost is really getting on my vines.
Yeah, that guy's full of hot air. So what do?
We need to call for help. Who are we gonna call? Happy Halloween, everybody!
Once a year the full moon glooms, children dress in costumes.
Jack-o'-lanterns come alive and sing this foolish tune.
Witches fly upon their brooms, spirits rise from their tombs.
Creatures of the night will hunt for candy to consume.
Little kiddies, all beware of fearsome frights and sneaky scares.
Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware.
Better find a good disguise to blend in if you're wise.
Go from door to door and you'll collect a sweet surprise.
Creepy, crawly, slime and goo, werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo! Monsters roaming everywhere, tag along if you dare. You will have a night of frights and fun beyond compare. Once a year the full moon glooms, children dress in costumes. Jack-o'-lanterns come alive and sing this foolish tune. Witches fly upon their brooms, spirits rise from their tombs. Creatures of the night will hunt for candy to consume.
Little kiddies, all beware of fearsome frights and sneaky scares.
Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware.
Better find a good disguise to blend in if you're wise.
Go from door to door and you'll collect a sweet surprise. Creepy, crawly, slime and goo, werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo! Monsters roaming everywhere, tag along if you dare. You will have a night of frights and fun beyond compare. Look out, take care. Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware. Don't run, don't scream.
I just want to wish you all a happy Halloween.
And when they're through, they'll leave you with a final boo! Bear!
Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Hobnobbing goblins are a fright when they go out hobbling in the night. It's no use to hide, they're sure to find you. Don't turn around, they're creeping up behind you. Hobnobbing goblins terrorize with hideous grins and grim glowing eyes. Some tall and thin, some short and stout. They'll rap on your door and you will hear them shout out, trick or treat, and smell our feet and give us something good to eat. 'Cause if you don't, you will despair as we serve up a very special scare. Yeah! Goblins enjoy making frightful faces meant to unnerve and to terrify. Crafting the most clever hiding places, waiting in the dark for someone to walk by. Underneath your bed, creeping in the shed, is that a goblin right above your head? Hobnobbing goblins are most merry, waltzing around in a cemetery, raising the roof in a mausoleum, tangoing on tombstones, tap dancing with demons. Goblins are a fright, they do delight in getting to what scares you. Mouth a slobbering candy goblin, lock the door if they start mobbing. Hearts are throbbing, knees go wobbling when these goblins come hobnobbing. You beware, best take care. Goblins love to scare, beware.